You know what I miss?
What?
Alex.
Why?
Because he was so nice.
So
and
nice.
We're not nice. But I guess we gotta go on without him. Welcome to Chess Talk, episode 227. Hello. It is just two of us, me, Cody, and Brittany over here.
Hi.
This is going to be the setup for the next two episodes, or one episode after this, 228. Get used to it. Brittany and I are playing chess.
Mm-hmm.
There's that real-life chessboard. It's happening.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to catch up on the week, talk about some music, and talk about some trailers that just dropped. So let's get into it, Brittany. How's your week been?
Long.
You finished school?
I did finish school technically. I
This
finished
semester.
my final. I got sick on Wednesday and left work early. I never get sick. And then I think my cold's coming back. Because this morning, what did we do?
I figured you would complain about it, but we did a 5K, which was actually, I don't know, I felt like it was pretty easy. It was the one through on events. They also do the Donut Judge Me challenge, or Donut Judge
run.
Me.
Just donut run.
Donut Judge Me.
Donut run.
Run. We did that back in May, earlier this year, and they also did this one, and so the medal we got was some cute little tiki guy. So we did that, and we finished it in 45 minutes.
Yeah. We mostly walked it, so.
We mostly walked it. The first mile was all uphill.
Yeah.
That was pretty rough. So we started jogging, but we couldn't. And then, yeah.
Yeah, we started out jogging, just did the first mile walking uphill, kind of speed walking. And then for maybe like another quarter to half mile, we did walking, and then we started jogging.
Yeah, I think the last mile and a half we did mostly jogging.
Yeah.
Because it was downhill, so it was easier to
A lot easier, yeah.
jog and then catch our breaths and things like that.
Yeah. For me, it was hard because it was really cold and windy. It was mostly windy.
I feel like this is the warmest it's been all week, though, so that was kind of nice.
It was windy,
Yeah.
and that made it hard for me on my throat.
Yes. Being outside is hard on your throat.
Yeah, it's true. Being outside of my bed
Yes.
is hard on me as a person.
But it was nice. We took Chol to camp. She was not happy with us when we got back, but
She yelled.
she yelled at camp and when we got home. Only for a minute. And then she's been sleepy the rest of the day. Took her on a walk. Have you done anything else exciting this week?
Everything I've done, you've done too. So we took family pictures yesterday.
That was an experience, yep.
That was very cute.
Yeah.
Chloe did very well.
She got a bath, and then, yeah, we took her out over in Vegas/Henderson. There's a park,
The wetlands.
the Wetlands. It's over by Sam Boyd Stadium. I'd never heard of it before. But we went there, and it was actually, like, pretty quiet and out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty. It felt more like fall than Christmassy, but there were trees and the leaves were falling.
Yeah, they were, like, orange and yellows.
Yeah.
So, I mean, no. It was living in a desert. I'm like, hey, this is better than
Nothing.
dead trees and cacti.
And palm trees.
Yeah. So, I mean, no, I liked it. And I think, yeah, Chloe definitely did a good job. We got some really good pictures.
Thanks, Devin.
Yeah, my sister. One day she'll be back on.
One day, maybe.
Maybe. And we did something else. That was pretty much it yesterday, right?
We got
lunch.
a Christmas tree.
Got a little Christmas tree, a little 2 foot tall, put up some ornaments. I went shopping today, got all gift cards.
How much money did you spend on gift cards today?
So, with all of my family and then your family's Secret Santa, who I will not name, it was around $430.
Just gift cards.
Gift cards and cards.
Greeting cards, yeah.
Yes, because I mean, the greeting cards were 50 of those dollars. So,
Yeah.
like, I'm not just going to write those off.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's holiday season. Like I was already telling you, it's just like, yeah. Like, yeah, I gotta spend that much money. That's how it goes. That's family, isn't it? Was that been your week?
I don't remember anything else besides work.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
I am almost caught up on Watchmen. I got an episode and a half to watch, essentially. I played some more Bloodborne today. You watched me do that? You watched me get frustrated by the stupid goddamn dogs?
I heard you. I was
Yeah.
not watching.
You were doing D&D stuff
Yeah.
because we're still playing that Rise of Tiamat campaign, and you're about to be reintroduced as a new character because your last character I killed.
Yeah, he did.
Win some, lose some. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Chess.
I just want to get this over with. I hate chess.
You're in the wrong fucking podcast.
I didn't choose this.
You kind of did. So yeah, we're in Rise of Tiamat, and we're just in a weird spot right now. I don't feel like I could naturally introduce a new character, but still, you're getting ready to make a character. So that's interesting, playing off different ideas. Because on top of the player's handbook and Xanathar's Guide to Everything, I found the Unearthed Arcana, which is like an entire blog.
It's like unofficial, official.
Yeah, because it's the people that write rules and lore for D&D. Like every month or something, they also publish these different like subclasses or new classes or things like that. So it's like, it's pretty much official and it's all free and online.
It's fun.
So yeah, you're looking to that. But yeah, I played Bloodborne. I also played a new game called X-Morph Defense, which I think you saw me playing a little bit.
Barely. I was doing my final.
Yeah, like some spacey kind of game. They call it a real-time strategy meets tower defense. So I don't know if that'll mean anything to you, Brittany, but Warcraft meets a subgenre of Warcraft-like games.
Okay.
So that's interesting. I got it from the Humble Bundle, and I got a couple other games from that, and I want to play them. I got another game out of that. It's called Blasphemous, and it's a Metroidvania, so I have a feeling I'll enjoy that to some degree. So I think that's it for my games. Yeah, I think that's it. I was hoping these 2 episodes are going to be on the shorter end of it, just because 229 and 230 are going to be quite meaty.
Sorry.
Yeah. For all you listeners, hope you're ready for that. So let's talk about Spotify, I suppose, and then we can get into the trailers.
Sure.
Because for all you listeners, I'm sure you know, Spotify Wrapped.
I'm sure you've seen everyone post on Instagram.
Yes. Spoilers, I already ranted about this on 229. I know, weird, timey, wimey, wibbly wobbly stuff.
Shut up. You can't make that joke. A reference. I don't fucking know. You can't say that. You don't watch it.
But anyways, I ranted about this on 229, or I will be ranting about it on 229. But I don't like that Spotify cuts off the Spotify Wrapped on Halloween. And then the following year, they still don't start tracking until January 1st. So it's just every year there's 2 months of missing data. So I feel like it's kind of a asterisk on your entire year, because apparently Last.fm does it. Like, you can check any day of the year to see your yearly stats, and like, it just updates every single day.
I believe it.
Come on, Spotify, do that.
But they make really cool infographics that are pretty.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's easy to share and things like that.
They make a slideshow for you with music behind it.
Yeah, I like that, and I like the seasons thing where they showed you like what artists you were really listening to depending on the season. They had like the top song for that season. So I mean, that was really cool. And then obviously it's end of the decade, and so at the very end of this year they showed you every year since you've had Spotify what your top artist and song of that year was. So I did like that. But I figured we could try and guess each other some of our stuff. I don't know. Probably, I don't know if we could do like the entire decade. I figured we could just run through the decade kind of thing.
Just run through it?
Yeah, but I mean, like this year, I wanted to try and guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Because, let's see. So, how many minutes do you think I listened to Spotify this year? This is technically the first full year that I've had Spotify Premium. So, I've listened to it a lot more at work.
I'm trying to find where it tells you that.
That's the very last slide, just so you know.
Okay. So, like, the little thing you can actually share.
Yes.
The shareable. Okay.
Yeah.
How many minutes this year?
That I listened to.
I want to say like 30,000 minutes.
No.
Higher or lower?
Much higher.
40,000.
I listened to 58,377.
Wow.
I'm going to assume you were probably closer to the 30,000 range.
Nope.
A lot higher?
Nope.
A lot lower. 22,000.
Lower.
15?
15,298. We carpooled a lot this year. I think that's the biggest factor.
I think it's mostly you started listening to podcasts more on Spotify then. Because I don't know if this counts.
I don't know if it counts podcast minutes.
Yes, I don't think it does.
Okay,
and
then
so,
yeah, I didn't listen to a lot of music this year.
yes, this is a very lackluster music year for you, but for me, it was like every other week there is a new album coming out. And I mean, on top of that, my top artists are not necessarily bands that came out with something this year. So I don't know. Guess my top genre. I think you can get that.
Metalcore.
Yes.
Okay.
Because they show the genres of the year. So my number one was metalcore, and then it was retro electro.
Okay.
I don't know why that genre. And then third is progressive post-hardcore. I hate genres on Spotify. And then after that is emo.
Yeah.
And then after that is rap.
Okay.
So there's that. Do you want to make any guesses on what my other top 5 artists are?
Your other top
Yeah.
5 artists?
Or sorry, any of my top 5 artists.
I want to say one of those like electric things you've been listening to, but I don't know which one. I don't know which one you listen to the most. I want to say Ghost.
That is on there, yep. There's another electric artist that's surprising to me is higher.
Trevor something. Okay.
Yeah. That's Trevor Something is my number 2. Goss is my number 3. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I listen to Trevor Something a lot just on shuffle at work, and that's kind of what skewed it. Whereas I feel like in general I would listen to Goss albums like back to back
Yeah.
on purpose.
So there's 3 more that I have to guess. Am I going to guess them?
I've definitely talked about them. Number 5, I think you could guess. Yeah.
Is it a screaming?
The other 3 are all screaming. Number 5.
What's North Lane? You listened to them a lot this year, right?
That's number 4.
Okay.
I didn't think you would get them. Yeah, they're one of the few bands that had an album come out this year that I really listened to.
Counterparts.
Nope. Their album came out, I think, around or just after the Spotify Wrapped thing ended. The cutoff was, so I didn't really listen to them.
Dance Gavin Dance. You always listen to them.
That's number 5.
Okay.
Number 1, I don't know if you would guess ever. It's a band I mostly discovered this year, Invent Animate. I think I've talked about them once or twice.
Sure.
But yeah, I thought that they would be like my new discovered band this year, but they weren't because I might have listened to a song or two like in a daily mix without realizing it last year. But yeah, I listened to them for 30 hours, I think, this year. But on the metalcore subreddit, people are talking about theirs, and they're like, "Oh, I listened to this band for 240 hours this year." Which is like, fuck, that's so much of the same. Like, I just get bored.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Yeah. That's mine. I am gonna have a tough time with yours.
Are you?
I just feel like you don't. I don't.
I've been very uninspired by music this year, so.
And I bore you to death with me talking about my music, whereas like with your music, you kind of talk about them only when a new album comes out, but new albums didn't come out this year.
Yeah. Well, a bunch did. They just weren't that great.
Yeah, because there was Fiddler.
Yeah, I forgot about Fiddler's
There's
album.
Foals.
Fuck. Foals had 2 albums this year.
I never listened to the second
I haven't
album.
listened to it yet either.
Yeah.
Vampire Weekend had a new album, and it took them like 5-6 years maybe to put this one out.
Cool.
There were a couple.
So your minutes were 15,000.
15,000.
Do you think I could guess any of your top 5?
I think you could if you take like wild guesses. My
think-
number 1, I don't think you'll get, and I don't get why they're my
Trust.
number 1. Trust is not on here, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah, you probably started listening to them too late.
Yes, I did. My number 1 is, I don't think you're gonna get them. They're a band I used to listen to a lot. They had a new album come out this year. I listened to it like maybe 3 or 4 times trying to like it, and I didn't like it, but somehow they ended up my number 1. So, good luck.
Yeah.
See if you can guess any of them.
Well, can you tell me what your number 1 is?
The Head and the Heart.
Okay, I would not have
Yeah.
assumed because you never really talked like.
Yeah,
you
'cause it was
mentioned
not a great album.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you mentioned that you didn't like the album, so I was like, okay, but it might be just a case of like you didn't listen to.
I didn't listen to that much stuff other than that.
You didn't listen to a lot of albums throughout the year. You
Yeah.
listened to a lot of songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to make playlists and
Yes.
do that and not listen to albums anymore.
At work, I've found myself wanting to find like if I'm really trying to focus on something, like I'll just find an album
Yeah.
to listen to. Or
I can't do
studying.
that. So,
I know.
see if you can guess the others.
Is Talking Heads on
No.
there? LCD Sound System.
No.
Grimes isn't on there, I'm assuming.
No, because she didn't have an album.
Yeah, but you listen to a lot of her singles.
We'll talk about that later.
That was it. I shot my shot.
2 of them are artists I've listened to for a long time. One is an artist I discovered this year that has been around for a long time, that I listened to a lot of their songs. And then one of them is an artist I discovered this year. So, I don't know if that helps.
Trust.
No.
I know you didn't. It's not Cold Cave.
No.
Yeah.
No ideas.
Am I actually going to get any
I
of
think
these?
some of them you'll get. You'll just be mad when you don't guess them when I tell you what they are.
I'm thinking of like these larger bands that you don't really listen to or talk about too much anymore. So I just honestly, I shot my shot with what
Take one more guess and see.
Joywave.
No. Okay. Cut Copy is my number 2.
Okay.
Number 3 is Bon Iver.
Okay.
He had a new album this year.
Yeah, but that came out late, and I don't know. I feel like you didn't listen to that too much, did you? Like
I didn't,
twice?
I listened to it a lot.
Not more than
Even
Heaven in the Heart.
after. I listened to it more after the cutoff.
After Halloween, yeah.
But, yeah. Next is Geographer.
Yeah, I should have guessed that.
Yeah. And number 5 is Time Cop 1983.
Okay.
I discovered them this year. Very, very pleasant electronic music.
Yeah, they show up in my daily mix sometimes. Yeah. No, I feel like if the Wrapped continued on through mid to end of November, my thing would look a lot different. Because there were a lot of albums that either came out late or I discovered late that I really put on repeat towards the end of it.
I think Trust would have made it on.
I think so for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
What is your top artist of the decade?
The decade?
The decade.
You tell me what my top artist of the decade was.
Grimes.
Yes. Yes. I'm like, this is an easy one.
Yes. It doesn't show you how many minutes, unfortunately, for that. I
You
think
never
that'd be
guessed
cool.
my top genre.
Indie.
Indie pop.
Fuck me.
I got a little more fun.
What's my artist of the decade?
Dance Gavin Dance.
No.
Under Oath.
No.
Is it it's a screaming one, right?
Nope.
Is it an electronic one?
It is.
Is it Ghost?
It is.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
because...
feel like you just started listening to them last year.
But again, I just got Spotify Premium, so like
Yeah.
before end of last year, I wasn't really using Spotify like every single day. Now that I have it, I am.
Yeah.
So real quick, I can go through the minutes. I thought it'd be interesting. It says I've had Spotify since 2013. I think it's your turn in chess, by the way.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, we're doing this thing now.
I've had Spotify since 2013, it says, but it only shows me the minutes from 2015. I think yours is the same, Britt.
I've had it since 2011, and
it
it's
only
showing
shows
me from 2015 to the present.
So, like I said, it'll really show. 2015, I listened to Spotify for 293 minutes.
Jesus.
2016, 2,496. 2017, sorry, it's weird to look at. Less than that, which is weird, 1,791 minutes. So almost a 800, 600, some math major will figure that number out, gap. And then 2018 jumps up to 20,000 minutes.
Yeah.
And then 2019 up 58,000 minutes.
Yeah.
So like very clear jump of what I got premium.
That's funny.
What's yours? Is it like the opposite or just plummets?
Yes. 2015, 32,054 minutes. 2016, 31,440 minutes. 2017, 23,306 minutes.
On the decline.
2018, 19,241.
Oof.
And then 2019,
I'm
15,298.
just not feeling the music. Gotta discover new artists. You're in check. You can move your pawn. If you move that pawn, it puts you in check.
Oh.
So you can't do that.
Oh.
You can't move that guy up there.
I didn't even realize I moved it. See, that's why I don't like the multitasking.
Mm-hmm. Makes it fun.
No, not for me. I can't just put myself in check so it ends.
You can't willingly put yourself in check.
That's annoying. Was there any other Spotify stuff you wanted to...
Yeah, can you see... Well, I was going to say maybe your fix for Spotify's finding new artists, more variety, because I think on my artists that I discovered this year was 820. And yours is down in like the 200s, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that's part of your issue. Because I feel like now that I am listening to Spotify a lot, there is a bunch of repeats and things like that. And so I'm actively like trying to find different artists and things like that to keep it fresh. Mm-hmm. For the decade, because it shows every year what your top song and top artist was. If you want to go to that slide, I can run through mine. 2013, Break the Cycle by Legend, metalcore song. Top artist, Balance and Composure. So still listening to him. 2014, top song is Bombay on an album from For the Fallen Dreams. My top artist was For the Fallen Dreams. 2015, my top song was Night Music. Does that ring a bell?
Is that Grimes?
Yes.
What year is this?
Visions. That is 2015.
Oh, this is when we started, like...
Talking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
My top artist was Wage War. 2016, my top song was After Party. Top artist is Balance and Composure. After Party is...
Oh, yeah. I remember that song.
The best song in that album. Mm-hmm. 2017, Harsh Shift is... top song is Passion Fruit by Drake. And my top artist was Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
I think it's very fitting. Damn came out. We saw him live.
Yeah.
2018, this is probably going to surprise you. Top song, Back to Your Love.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
I listen to that song a lot. I still do. Top artist is Ghost.
Who sings Back to Your Love, Cody?
Night Riots.
Yeah.
It's in the fucking album cover. I also know it.
I was hoping you wouldn't know.
No. 2019, my top song is Grotesque. It's by an Australian band called Dealer that just kind of came out this year. And then my top artist is, as I mentioned, Invent Animate. Mm-hmm. So, Britt.
Is it my turn?
No, your turn for Spotify.
No, I just didn't know.
Nope.
Okay.
Your turn.
2012, my top song is Poison and Wine by the Civil Wars. Back when they were still making music.
Oh,
RIP.
How naive you were. Thinking it would always be this way.
I think I actually cried when they broke up.
Sounds like you.
Yeah. My top artist was Coldplay.
Back when they were still making good music. They were on the downward.
They were already on the downward spiral, but I didn't care. All right. It's like automatically going. Yeah, 2013. My top song was Ray Stacks by Bon Iver. I was really depressed in 2013 because my top artist was also the Civil Wars. Oof.
Were they broken up in 2013?
Probably. I can't remember if they broke up like 2013 or 2014.
Okay.
It was rough. Sorry. It's like automatically going through. 2014. Top song is King of Spain by the Tallest Man on Earth. Top artist is the Tallest Man on Earth. That's when I discovered Tallest Man on Earth. Thanks, Eddie.
Did he have an album that year too?
I don't know. That's when Eddie introduced them to me.
Yes.
Him to me. Because I'm trying to remember, because Eddie and I went to Park City to see him live, and I want to say that was 2015.
Yes.
Okay, so no album that year. It's just when I found out about him. 2015. Top song is...
Something from Art Angels. Okay.
I don't know how to say it. I just always say MSQ No Extra by Black Marble. Mm-hmm. And then my top artist was Grimes.
Because Art Angels came out that year.
Yes, it did. 2016. My top song was Verona by Geographer. Mm-hmm. And my top artist was Grimes. Again, because Art Angels came out at the end of 2015. Yes. So
sure did.
Mm-hmm. 2017. My top song is Closer by Tegan and Sarah. Thanks, Bojack. And my top artist was The Shins. Yeah, sounds right. 2018. Top song, Tongues by Joywave. Top artist is somehow Dance Gavin Dance.
Oh yeah, because we saw him that year.
Yeah. I don't remember listening to him that much, but...
I made a playlist for you, and so you probably listened to that a couple times.
Maybe, yeah.
And that's enough.
Yeah. In my later years, yes.
Yes. Your old age.
And now, 2019, my top song is also Tongues by Joywave, apparently.
Jesus.
Yeah. I don't know how, but...
You're not listening to music. I found your problem.
And my top artist, again, was The Head and the Heart, somehow. This was a bad year for music. For me.
It was great.
Next year, I'm going to try to make it better.
Yeah, what's crazy to me is my top songs of the year are the same for my decade.
Oh, really?
Just because that's how much I listened to the same songs this year.
Yeah.
Like, in the same order and everything. And my top artists are all, for the decade, are all top artists of this year.
Yeah.
Only difference is that Goss shoots up to number one.
Yeah. My top songs of the decade have no crossover with my top songs of the year.
Yeah.
And I actually like the top songs of the decade more than the top songs of the year.
Yeah.
Because number 1 is Verona. 2 is Kill Me Mame.
Yeah.
3 is Closer.
Mm-hmm.
4 is Best to You by Blood Orange.
Mm-hmm.
And then 5 is Red Eyes by The War on Drugs.
Mm.
That was a fun little decade.
Yeah, no, I think it's a really interesting thing, and I hope that they improve their statistics for next year if they will do anything crazy different.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know if, like, the timing is because they want to make all those special things, or if it really takes that long to populate all that data.
I don't think it does, and even the first thing is it takes long to make all those things. It's like you can make the templates and shit and just have it be different for people's things. So I don't know. I just think they would rather spend the extra couple of weeks testing it, making sure it looks okay before pushing it out, as opposed to risking it. I don't know. Who knows?
Even then, they could do it, like, stop it at November 30th. Still.
Take 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't need to come out the first week of December. It can come out the last week of December.
Yeah. It's fun.
My theory, I've told you this, is that they cut it off so early because they don't want All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey to be everyone's number one.
Oh, because it would be.
Yeah, exactly. They know what they're doing. They're like, we must stop before the holiday music kicks in. We have
People
to.
start early, so.
They start after Halloween.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
I'm on to you, Spotify. Listeners, let us know if there was any crossover between our artists and yours.
Oh, I doubt it.
Yeah, but you never know. But yeah, let us
Is it
know.
my turn?
Yes.
Okay.
Let us know what your top artists were in the comments. Love to hear from you. And then we're going to wrap up the episode with some trailer talk. A couple trailers came out. We're not going to talk about every single one that came out this week, but a couple of them that really caught our eye. Start with, I think, an easy one to go over is The Boys.
Yes.
Season 2.
I have really nothing to say about it. I'm excited to see the second season. The trailer, for what we complain about, I guess, is a good trailer because it told me nothing.
Yeah.
So, just made me excited. Hyped.
It caught me off guard that it was so soon, but I think it's Amazon's thing is that they just know, like, okay, this is good. We're going to start filming already. Like, because Mrs. Maisel is every single year and things like that. So, I'm surprised by how quick it is. The couple of scenes you saw with Starlight confused me. How she was back in the paparazzi and back, like, in the spotlight. But then there was another scene of her fighting with Homelander. What did Madeline call him? Outlander.
Outlander and Freelander.
Freelander, yeah. Him.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with this season. So, I'm interested to see. I'm going to watch it. That's how it goes. Definitely still is gory. I didn't like how there was no dialogue or anything. It was just a song, which was annoying, but whatever. Interesting trailer.
Yeah.
Moving quickly along. There was another one that came out that caught our eye. Free Guy.
Yes.
The new movie from Ryan Reynolds. It's just him. That's
Yes.
it.
Yeah?
It's all him. It's been talked about. I feel like I've been hearing about
I heard
this.
about it on Reddit like maybe a year ago.
I want to say like 2 years ago I heard about
Yeah.
it. Where it's
And it was just a concept at that point.
Yeah,
I was like,
exactly.
this will be cool. I feel like it happened really fast still.
I've been waiting for it. Because same with that one Daniel Radcliffe movie where like you see the image of him where he's like in pajamas and he has guns like nailed to his hands. I'm sure if I showed you the image you would know that movie.
Maybe?
But like that movie I've seen pictures about for years and I think it's finally coming out like soon.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but that sounds hilarious.
Yeah. But I think my biggest complaint about the trailer is that the funniest joke was in like the opening credits.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's the studio that brought you Aladdin, Lion King,
And Beauty and the Beast.
twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like, hey, yeah, because they own Fox now. And also they did that just this year, essentially.
That was such a like Deadpool kind of joke. And then like I'm hoping that they're not, I don't know. Trailers do this thing when they're a comedy and where they like spoil the jokes in the trailer.
The best jokes.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that the jokes in this trailer were not the best jokes of the movie because they weren't funny.
I think, yeah, I'm worried that this is going to stray too far away from comedy and just become like a series about a guy trying to be good and save whatever planet this is. Like,
Yeah.
I hope the story really takes a backseat to whatever sort of odd setups that they can do. Yeah, I don't know. It's a risk with these comedies. Like, it could go either way. I still want to see it just to see what kind of different things they do, because it is a fun concept of realizing you're in a simulation, like how crazy you can get with it. Mm-hmm. And Ryan Reynolds typecasting himself, but he does good with it. So like, it's going to be somewhat enjoyable, especially with unlimited movies. Any other thoughts on Free Guy?
I still have high hopes, even though the trailer was meh. Still gonna see it.
High praise. High praise over here from Chess Talk Studios. And then last trailer, which I'm sure you're the most excited for, is the Black Widow trailer. First movie of Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I want you to lead the discussion because you're still upset about her being dead. Spoilers.
Massive spoilers. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. And I don't get where it takes place. Like when
After
it takes
Civil
place.
War.
After Civil War?
After Civil War.
It's weird.
What are your hesitations with it?
I don't know. I just don't really get what it is trying to be.
We need to elaborate.
I don't know how, because I don't know anything about it still. Like, it's weird. I'm excited to see David Harbour. I think he's hilarious. And he's just going to be a big goofball, it looks like.
I'm really indifferent to his character.
I don't know anything about his character.
Not just, I mean, like, the fact that he's in it, like, that's not a big draw for me, whereas I think for a lot of people, it's like, oh, I need to see David Harbour in this and see how he does. Like, he's going to die in the movie. Spoilers. That's, all these characters are going to die. But, so you're not excited?
I'm cautiously excited, because it didn't look amazing, but I still like Black Widow as a character, so I'm interested.
Are you going to see it in theaters?
I don't know. Are we?
We
might as well if we have fucking Regal.
You
haven't said anything about what you think of it, so.
I think it's going to be a Marvel movie. I think it's going to be fine. A lot of people on Reddit, because I looked at both the Marvel subreddit and the movie subreddit, and the Marvel subreddit was obviously losing their mind. Movie subreddit was a lot of people losing their mind. Yeah. A lot more people were just like, I am in the latter, I think. I think it's going to be a fun Marvel action movie, but like I've been saying all year, is that where I'm really fine with not seeing Marvel movies anymore. Yeah. Like, I don't need to see them in theaters. The only reason we saw Spider-Man in theaters is because you wanted to. I would have been totally fine waiting until DVD to see that, and after seeing it, I'm not convinced otherwise about these new Marvel movies. Yeah. So it could be, because people are, again, people in the Marvel subreddit discussion were saying that they have a feeling this is going to be like The Winter Soldier and kind of like catch them off guard and be more than just an action movie. But yeah, I think it'll be interesting. It's just, I am not, it's a similar thing to the Wonder Woman movie that is also coming out that we don't really want to talk about, but it's hard to care too much or get too invested in movies that are prequels where you already know what the future is going to be like for this character. Unfortunately. The stakes are low. They're low, and like anytime there's a new character that seems to have some sort of significance, it's like, you know, they don't last, and so again, the stakes are low. So when they're in a perilous position or they're dying, you're like, yeah, I kind of knew that was coming. So that's really where I fall with this movie. Like, maybe the reviews will be crazy. Maybe with Phase 4, they're going to blow it out of the water because they keep talking about how the fight scenes in this movie are visceral and they're a lot different and more slow and gritty. And that's the big thing with Phase 4, is that like they're really trying to be more grounded. I don't know, with this movie, but
we'll see. Yeah, it gets a big we'll see.
Yeah, but I mean, so you don't want to see more of her backstory?
I thought I did, but this isn't what I like. If they're gonna do a prequel, I wish they would have just leaned in hard to like a prequel, not like a mid-quel.
I mean, I kind of like it because it is a big thing after Civil War, where like there were a couple movies that came out between Civil War and Infinity War, where it's just like you don't see Hawkeye or Black Widow. I almost said Scarlet Witch, which might be true. and Captain. So it's like, it does make sense where it's like, there is this gap in the
Yeah.
MCU where it's just like, you don't know what they're doing. So, like, I don't know. I am fine with the placement in the timeline for this movie, but it's still just, it's an odd time chronologically now after Endgame to put it out. And then on the flip side, I do like seeing Scarlett Johansson in this role. You know, she's good at playing the character. It's a fun character. I think she's a good actress. After Jojo Rabbit, definitely, it's like fun seeing like the drastic side she can do as an actress. I think she's great. So like, she's gonna do a great job of it. But it's just ultimately that doesn't mean the movie itself is gonna be fantastic.
Yeah.
So it's just, I think it's a hard comparison. Like, this is their summer blockbuster Marvel movie.
Yeah. It's May.
When Endgame was theirs this year. So it's like, okay. I'm not trying to knock it.
I'm not saying it's Black Widow. That's the problem. I'm saying, like, anything after Endgame is just going to be meh, I feel like.
Yeah, and I feel that, but at the same time, we've already had Spider-Man come out after Endgame, so, like, that should already soften the blow for us, but still.
It's still only...
Yeah. And other people are arguing that, like, they like that this movie is going back to small scale.
Yeah.
So, like, you have to rip the Band-Aid off at some point and kind of pull it back. Otherwise, every movie is going to be exhausting.
Yeah.
Are you going to see any more of these trailers? I saw a leaked image of the WandaVision where it was, like, some weird, like, 50s black and white image of Wanda and Vision sitting on a couch. Like, they were, like, some 50s couple. So, are you going to watch any more trailers for the Black Widow movie before you decide if you want to see it? Yeah.
I'm not thinking I'm going to get anything really spoiled for me, so what's the point?
Spoiler, she lives until she dies.
Spoilers.
Spoilers, her sister's probably going to die.
Yeah.
Spoilers, Florence Pugh is going to pout. You did not recognize her, did you?
That was Florence Pugh?
Yes. That was the one she
I knew that,
fought.
like, someone looked familiar.
You should recognize all of those people.
I know who David Harbour is.
Okay.
And that's Florence Pugh.
Yes.
Who's the other person?
Rachel Weisz.
Oh, that was Rachel Weisz?
Yes.
That's funny. It all just happened so fast. It really did. A lot of the editing in that trailer was just really quick.
Are you done?
It's your turn.
Where'd you last move?
I moved him here.
Okay. Don't.
Well, I did. I hate chess.
So, as you can hear,
Oh, I'm going to cut that out.
Brittany has lost. She's removing the pieces angrily. So, thanks for listening to 227. We'll be back next week talking about some things. Maybe having a guest on. We don't know. We're going to figure it out. But hope you enjoyed listening. Hope you enjoyed last week's episode with Alex over at Time for Your Hobby. Make sure you check out his episode. Make sure you check out his podcast, not just his episode.
Yes, he's a very nice person.
And yeah, get ready for 229, which is not spoiling anything, but it's our last episode of the year. So that's going to be our award talk. And then
Spoiling.
obviously for 230, we're going to do something special. And I don't think it's exaggerating to say that that is the longest recorded episode we have to date. So get ready for those coming up. And we'll be back next week with a regular episode. Thanks.
Bye.